up a three. Won't go. Rebound Bosh. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining.
Oh yeah. We packing somebody up tonight. Hey. Come on in, take your shoes off before we close the door. Few rules, heat packing the air, we about to blow. This the basement, ain't nobody safe, you already know. Grab a seat and kick your feet before you get too comfortable. You want the X's and the O's, the tray, yes and no. Friends and the foes, the butlers and the heroes. You can feel it in your soul, but when the ring is the goal. But if somebody need to go, we be sure to let you know. Going hard for my dogs is an everyday thing. Like Jimmy down the lane of 13 off the screen. Whole squad keep it tucked like number 17. Bring your takes and your memes, going hard for the team. Going down in the basement. It's going down in the basement. Get your takes off. Get your takes off. Going down in the basement.
Yeah. Welcome to the Basement Sports Network post-game show. I'm your host, Royal A. Shepherd. And boy, bro, that game, I think you got it right, Zaffy Blue. Like, that game was boring. Miami won 120 to 111 against Toronto, but I don't know, bro. Like, I wasn't entertained during the game. I don't think Miami necessarily played well. I don't think they played bad. They just played meh. And I think it kind of goes to, like, what people have grown to expect from this team so far this year. It's just meh performances all over. Like, no matter who you say, brother, no, he did not. You say, we're lucky to have 22. No, we are not, brother. We'll go through some of it a little bit here. This win, bro, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is a win. And so you count them, you take wins wherever you can get them. But, like, people shouldn't be making any kind of grand assumptions based off of this game. Like, none of this shit was worth the watch at all. Real niggas in the building. My dog New, pulling up one time for the one time. New, how are you doing this evening?
I'm cool. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Just talking about how even though this was a win, like, it wasn't exciting, it wasn't pleasant, it was just meh. It was just a game of basketball being played.
Real hoop talk here.
What's going on?
Don't do his own intros.
Yeah, bro. I just pause and wait until you get finished with it. But yeah, like, the game was boring. The game was blah. Wasn't really moved by anything that I saw here or there from anybody. Maybe I was tripping. New, I'll start with you. Like, it was a win for the Miami Heat. Good or bad, indifferent. How did you feel?
Indifferent, I guess, is the word to use. It's just, it's not inspiring at all. It was like, cool. I'm all for losses, but, like, at a certain point, like, seriously, like,
at a certain point, niggas got to shut the fuck up when the nasty man pulls up with the $100 dono. Appreciate you, gang. He say, Chat Wig. All right, that's enough of that. We ain't reading that shit.
Chat Wig is the champion. Jimmy Butler try. I'm a Jimmy fan, BTW. I just want that man to get his full comment off. He donated. He earned that.
I don't give a fuck. Bro.
No, serious. Like, to be serious, like, no joke.
Yeah.
You can't lose to the Toronto Raptors, bro. Like, I wanted to lose to the Toronto Raptors. Let me be clear. That's what I wanted. But you can't lose to the Toronto Raptors. Like, eventually, like, niggas got to have some pride. You can't lose to a team starting Orlando Robinson. Like, you can't do it. So, yeah, I get that they won. I didn't want them to win, but, like, we do have a number one option for Delio. His name is Tyler Herro. That is not my belief. That is not what I want him to be. That is what the team has relegated him to be. That is what the Miami Heat are telling you he is. You have a number one option. But yeah, I don't. That was my. You see my name, like, yay, I guess. Like, okay.
Yeah, that game was something. Stone, your name is fucking gross, Tom. So I missed you, hoes. Give me a hug. But yeah, like, I'm with you. Game blah. Like, You win, so you take it. And yeah, one team did start Orlando Robinson. The other team wished they had started Orlando Robinson. The nasty man again with the $50 dono. He said, "All right, bro. No, you can read all these. I don't."
Shout out to the nasty man, Scale Daddy, for the $50 dono. I'm not gonna be able to. I don't know if it's actually $50 because it don't say how much it is on my phone.
It's just
$50. So I'm a lie. It said you sent $250 for the dono. There is a champ, 22 in Miami. His name is Wiggs. That's factual. The brother is. Hey, listen. When you
that's what we doing. Kevin Love is an NBA champion.
He's not with the team right now. Personal reason.
All right, I guess. Stone, give me your thoughts on the game. Were you moved by anything? Was it blah? I know Khalil Ware played like shit.
I was definitely moved. Moved in the fact that the Miami Heat have made me hate the game of basketball. I didn't think it was possible, but I absolutely hate basketball. I hate watching this team play. There wasn't one redeeming moment where I was like, wow, they're drawing me in. Like, life without a lot of people don't realize this, but I've kind of turned on Jimmy Butler. But like, life without Jimmy Butler is hell. This team is terrible. I hate watching every second of them play basketball. There is no redeeming qualities to this team. There's nothing to be excited about. It is just bad hoops night in and night out. Like, you can't sell me on anything. I dare you to try and sell me on something to be excited about with the Miami Heat, because you can't do it. Any optimism I'm now keen to, like, this team, this front office, whoever it is, Spo, someone's going to let me down. It's either going to be Spo won't play the players I want to play. It'll either be the front office doesn't want to sign the players I want to sign. And I just hate all the players on the team. So I'm out of words for you. I really don't know what else to say. This team has robbed my joy of the game of basketball. I hate basketball.
Yeah, well, Stone, I won't say that I hate basketball. I hate watching the Miami Heat play basketball, though. Like, I've never, and that's, for me, like, this is unfamiliar territory. The Miami Heat playing basketball, whether it's been like struggle hoops or not, has always been kind of like my sports reprieve. You know what I mean? Like,
Deion Waiters moved me.
I wasn't moved by him either, but like I did enjoy watching basketball still then. Like, I don't dislike watching basketball because I'll watch other teams and I'll find something that kind of captivates my interest. The Miami Heat just no longer do that for me. And it sucks because that's my favorite team. Zachary Blue, you ain't just gonna be around here putting up comments like this for free. The bidding has already started.
Money talks and bullshit walks.
You got to start at 150 before you talk to the nasty man. So 150, or I will not put up any more of your comments tonight. Minimum. How about you looking to outbid the nasty man? Don't play with that boy. That boy is a demon now, and he do stand on business. Let's get into some of these individual players tonight. Let's start with the nasty man. Out here with the $50 dono. Zaffy Blue, save your rent money, fool. Them kids need that weekly McDonald's meal, my boy. Just kidding. Now he can. I wouldn't let him say that to me. It sounded like he disrespected Haitians, Zaffy Blue. That's what it sounded like to me. All right? Okay? But I'm only one man. You make your own decisions, big dog. I want to talk about individual players. Let's start with Tyler Herro, the leading scorer tonight, 28 points, 10 of 18 shooting, 4 of 9 from 3, 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 7 assists, led the team in assists. I don't have an opinion of how he played tonight. I do not. What was your opinion of Tyler Herro's game tonight?
Thank you.
I couldn't have put it better myself. No,
I don't care, bro. Like, and I know it sounds bad, but I can't bring myself to care about anything any of these people do. Tyler was not bad tonight.
I didn't. You know? I just have no opinion. Go ahead.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter. Like, I don't like when your number one option scores 28 points on efficient shooting. I guess he was efficient. I'm not checking no box score, so y'all tell me.
He was
10 for 18.
That's great. 28 points, 10 for 18, cool. when your number one option does that, it shouldn't be like this bad of a game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying it should be a blowout because niggas ain't Steph. But, like, it shouldn't be this bad of a game. It should feel like, damn, like he cooking. I never felt damn he cooking from Tyler at any point tonight. Maybe it's because I wasn't paying attention to the game. I will freely admit that because they don't play an inspiring brand of basketball that makes you want to watch. But it's just like, I ain't say it was on him, Roderick Bricks.
Yeah, like, we not blaming Tyler.
I said the nigga was good. I said he had a good game tonight. I said he was efficient. I said all of that. Like, what y'all want me to say? Like,
I don't know if they want glazing, but I think to your point, like, he was cooking, but it didn't feel like it because in the second half of this basketball game, the Miami Heat were getting dog walked by the Raptors.
The nigga made gourmet oodles and noodles tonight. Like, he was cooking. Yeah, he like sauteed a couple shrimp, but nigga, you put it in a bowl with oodles and noodles.
I only wish Justin was here tonight to make my dreams come true, nasty man, with this $50 dono. Tyler Herro was cooking at Cane's. Brother, there is video and JPEG evidence of such. I have multiple angles myself. Him in the drive-thru, him at the front counter. They ain't put that bitch on no grease. But he walked into the restaurant. They were singing to this nigga like he was going on the Jennifer Hudson show. Mufasa.
Zappy Blue, I just want you to know, nigga saying you pussy. That's just all I'm saying.
Hey, brother, he done already took that nigga chain. That nigga mural is whacked out. You, Zappy Blue. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Red Blue, nigga.
Like, come on, bro.
Sock passe and all that.
Mes Good God from Zion, bro. You getting Haitians down bad on this programming right now. Stone, want to hear your thoughts on Tyler Herro? Like, we've already said the good things, even though people ignore that. But like, just tell me what you saw.
I mean, like, I don't know how to say this objectively, so I'll try my best. But like, he hit some big shots, and none of them moved me because it was against the 17-38 Raptors team that is 12-17 at home. Like, you kind of expect it. I would have more to say. Like I get it might be unfair. I would have more to say if he had played like shit tonight than I have to say about him playing well tonight, just because of who he's going against. I'm not moved by it. He had a good game. The numbers are fine, but like the fact that you're doing all that and the game still goes to overtime, to me, tells you are not making that much of an impact, even when you are like having a good night for your standards. So I really don't know what to say. Like, he was cool. Like, no slander for him. He played well. I don't think he could have played much better, but it still shows you like his best against a bad team is still going to force the Miami Heat into an overtime game. So like, bigger picture, I can say like Tyler Herro being the number one ain't it.
Yeah, Stevie, no, I do not get annoyed with Eric Reed because I do not listen to him. I do not listen to the commentary during these games. I don't like the way that they talk about this team, and so I'd rather not poison my ears with it. I just watch the game and I get on here and I talk to you niggas. That's what happens. I told people to play back during the game, and then I get on here and I talk to y'all. But
hey, Roddy Bricks disrespecting my GOAT champ cheese in these comments. Like, you gotta put some respect on Dion Waiter's name. Like, listen, I had nothing then. I had nothing. And Dion Waiters gave me something. Now I have nothing. And Tyler Herro gives me nothing. I don't know what else to tell you.
I think the overarching point is the same. Like, look, man, the man had an impactful game. We won the game. And I know one of the biggest kind of critiques of, our team in general is not Miami Heat. I'm talking about the basement team, is that we don't normally get excited about, good games from the Miami Heat. This wasn't a good game. Tyler Herro played well, but this game was boring. The game itself was ass. And so, and it didn't inspire, the Miami Heat did not play particularly good. The Toronto Raptors are just bad at basketball. Like, they have Andrew Wiggins, and I agree. So whoever said that in the comments, there was like Andrew Wiggins game or RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett games against Miami got to be studied. Absolutely. but I know the answer already. It's because Tyler Herro's on the other side. He just fries him. But since I did talk about Andrew Wiggins, let's talk about your Lord and Savior, Andrew Wiggins. 9 of 19.
Don't disrespect me.
Oh, my
Don't
bad.
disrespect me.
My bad.
I draw a line somewhere, brother.
My fault. Respect, Queen. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Yes, I did. But the 25 points, 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals. I don't know. Most shots on the team. I don't know what to make of Andrew Wiggins. Like, I don't know what he is as an offensive player.
This is what I'll make of Andrew Wiggins. Stone, you want a tank, right? Let Andrew Wiggins lead your team and field goal attempts every night. You will get your wish, buddy.
Is it new a Steph Curry rabbi? Oh, rabbi is insane. Steph Curry is her favorite player. but I mean, no, Andrew Wiggins is just he's a Steph Curry merchant. But Andrew Wiggins, I think for me, like not knowing kind of what his strengths are. Oh, I know what my strengths are. And it's this woman right here. Girl, don't make them kind of eyes at me. Things will get muy caliente. All right. This night just got so much better for me personally. But yeah, let's talk about Andrew Wiggins a little bit, Stone. I don't know what he is as a player. I don't know what his strengths are. Well, I do know what his strengths are, but Miami does not tend to Miami does not play to them. He just kind of like they let him do whatever he wants, bro. Like in terms of offense, like I feel like he has too much freedom. I don't know. Contextualize Andrew Wiggins' game for me within this Miami Heat system.
I'm trying to get my composure here because new being a Steph Curry rabbi had me in tears. Anyways, Andrew Wiggins is trash. He's the main reason I now hate basketball. I don't know what else to say.
Black History Month, white boy, lie.
I'll try. I'll do my best. Like I just like
start here with the nasty man's dono.
Scale Daddy, aka the Nasty Man. Thank you for the $2 dono. Champ. Yes, I can list like. See, here's where being from Baltimore and being a Baltimore sports fan helps me see a different layer of sports than I feel like the average fan sees. Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl. Like these champ talks, like cool. I get it. Like I get that's what sports is all about. But I can tell you when someone is ass and like Andrew Wiggins.
No troll, Stone. I'm not even like this is not even my bit.
Second best player.
Andrew Wiggins was the second best player on that team.
I get it.
It's disrespectful to say that. Like Trent Dilfer, come on, like. And this is not, like I said, this is not my bit. This is not me being funny.
This is actual NBA history.
Like, that nigga, like, won Golden State a game in the finals, dude. Like, so whatever. Be respectful of that. He said whatever.
Go ahead and cook. He said he's Jit from Baltimore. How is he a Heat fan? You don't need his biography, bro.
Yeah, come on. That's a story for another day. Subscribe to the Discord. I'll tell you there.
We not having fucking Discord.
I don't know. I hate mid-range twos. Every three he takes is a bad shot. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like defensively, he's cool. Like, but like this team's not going anywhere.
Is that Wiggs or is that like the role that they have Wiggs in? Because I feel like they're asking him to do more than what they should be. Like when we're looking at Wiggs get plays, like it's the same plays that they ran for Jimmy, like them clear out
exactly
ISOs on the side of the court.
He's just way lesser Jimmy offensively. Like
he just doesn't get to the line. Like, do you blame him for that? Like, is that him?
No, I blame the front office for like trading for him and like I mean like I get. Oh, sorry. The Nasty Man, $5. Champ Wiggs was almost finals MVP Wiggs.
All right, Blackie, don't lie.
Almost is doing a lot of work in that sense.
Soon as somebody comes towards Steph Curry, now all of a sudden it's fuck Andrew Wiggins. I see. I'm familiar with your game. Man.
I'm glad you know my bag.
I'm familiar with your game out here. Go ahead, Stone.
Yeah, no, like I mean, they're asking him to do things that aren't Andrew Wiggins things. Like he benefited a lot from playing next to Steph. Like I get he did a lot in that finals, and like it was to me, it was because he was benefiting from how the Celtics had to guard Steph. And like he stepped cool. Like not everyone would step like he stepped in that series. So kudos to him. But to say like he did all that in the finals, whatever, like me as a Heat fan, like I can't ever see him doing anything like that for the Miami Heat. Not in the finals, not in the playoffs, not in a regular season game against Toronto. So it's just like it's miserable hoops to watch. They're asking him to do things that he's probably not built to do, and I'd rather just see Bam get kind of the actions that he's getting. Let Bam take those mid-range shots. I would rather see that than see Wiggins take the mid-range shots, and that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, I appreciate the natural pivot that you just gave me to Bam, but brother Roderick Bricks, let me tell you something. I make it a point to note every time that Kyle Anderson goes out there and plays the 5 for the Miami Heat. It annoys me. And then they had the nerve to play him at the 4 next to Bam with Khalil Ware, who played terribly, by the way, sitting on the bench. But let's talk about Bam a little bit. Bam started the game 4 for 4, went missing for a good portion of this game, had a bit of a resurgence in the OT. I think he hit like the first 2 shots of overtime, hit another one down the stretch. I thought Bam was good early and good late and kind of blah in the middle. Did you get that same read, or is it like everything else where it's like, it don't matter?
I was not reading this game, brother. I think he had 4 fouls or something that kind of like, messed up his motion. Then he couldn't get it going with his teammates feeding him the ball. So, in the pecking order, if we just have to acquiesce that Tyler is going to be first, Bam should be second. I don't like that. It's too many times during the game where he's open or he's in position and he doesn't get the ball. The nigga probably gonna miss because he be missing, but like all the rest of these niggas be missing too. Like, give him the shot at least. But then that's also my issue with him because he doesn't command the ball. Like, Jimmy gone, bro. You the captain. Stop letting niggas look you off. But he was cool, like you said. He set the tone in overtime with them first few buckets.
Yeah,
no, I didn't. I just said we acquiesced that Tyler's gonna be first. Let me start reading these damn comments.
but yeah, no, like she's telling the truth. Like, I think it's been like just a general acceptance that Tyler is the number 1 option. Like, nobody's making him claim it. Nobody's making him work for it. Nobody's competing with him for that spot. The only person who would have claimed to that would be Bam Adebayo, and he has not done that. And so he's kind of relegated himself to being a secondary thought on offense. But I agree, too. Like, sometimes he should slap the shit out of Tyler Herro and tell him to give me the ball. There was a time that was clear. I think we were in the 4th quarter when Tyler Herro drove to the basket, Bam wide open at the top of the key. Tyler Herro just completely ignored him. Bam was like, had his hands up in the air, waving for the ball and all. Tyler ignored the shit out of him. Shot a mid-range jumper. Tyler made the jumper, but like, I think that's to the point. And then you get a possession like at the end of the game where Tyler gets all the way to the rim and then throw Bam this weird-ass grenade that forces him to like take a shot. I mean, I think it was a pretty clean look at the end of the game, but I think it made him take like a shot that he didn't want to take because he thought Tyler was taking that shot. Well, Stone, thoughts on Bam?
I was pretty cool with Bam's performance tonight. Of the 3 players we named, he had 0 turnovers to Tyler and Wiggins, 3 turnovers apiece. I think that we're just living in a world without a point guard, and it's hell. Well, actually, that's not true. They're trying to make Tyler Herro the point guard, and it's particularly hell.
Give me just 1 second, Stone. Holland, look, Bam had an open three. The problem was that Tyler Herro had a wide open layup.
Exactly.
And you don't want Bam shooting threes in a tie game for the win.
You ever play hot potato, Holland? That's exactly what happened.
This is crazy. But go ahead, Stone. I'm sorry. Finish talking about Bam.
During Black History Month, Pharaoh. Come on.
Come on now.
Yeah. I like my issue is like Spo. You deserve to be shot execution style in any game Davion Mitchell takes 9 shots in. I'm sorry. I don't make those rules. Like that should just be known. Tyler Herro can't play point guard, and yet we don't have a point guard on the roster, so he functions as a point guard. And that's why our offense is so inconsistent on a night-to-night basis. And it's why when he goes out of the game, like everyone's kind of like, what the fuck are we doing? And it's just kind of like, Jovic is going to freestyle tonight. Jaime is going to freestyle tonight. It looks like dog shit. And not only does this team need a point guard, they need a second point guard to run the bench unit. And they don't have it. And it just leads to really ugly, nasty, disorganized hoops where guys are taking terrible shots late in the shot clock. And like, it makes me wonder, what are we doing most possessions? Like, I'm just really confused by Miami Heat basketball more often than not. And that's kind of where I'm at.
Dog, like, I think you hit on something that we haven't really talked about. Like, I'm not going to keep going through these individual stats of these players because that's boring. We do that all the time. We just going to talk about the team for a second. I think you hit on something very important. Like, not only do we need a point guard, but we need a backup point guard. Tonight, I saw Nikola Jovic as the backup point guard, and he ended the game 5 assists, second most on the team, bro. But like,
I get all that,
but dog, like, I do not want to see Nikola Jovic as a primary ball handler on this roster. I can't, bro. Oh, you said you remember the good old days 2 years ago when we were super frustrated? Wouldn't you like to have that team again? No. I don't. Like, I think this is gonna sound weird, but I think where we are now is better than where we were 2 years ago. Like, it is clear cut that this is not a contender, and I think this is going to force them to. They have to make decisions about this team. And I know it kind of feels like they tried to do something with that Jimmy. Like, they didn't try to do anything. They just kind of did the same thing, middle grounding that shit.
I never understood the comment that the Heat clearly decided to look towards the future with this trade. Like, not at all. You took Andrew Wiggins back. That's not a future piece. Like, that's a piece to get you another piece in your most ideal world.
Yeah, 2 out of 3 pieces are seasoned players.
And Davion Mitchell is going to be a free agent. So, and do you see upside in Davion Mitchell? I sure as shit don't. Like, maybe like in his best world, a Gabe Vincent for this team, but like that's not moving forward. That's not future looking. That is very much staying where they're right at.
Nu, I want you to answer this question and see if you and I are aligned in our thinking before I answer. He's like, what's the problem with letting Nico get those reps at point guard? Nu?
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I was eating some chicken and rice.
I see.
What's the question?
What's the problem with letting Nico get reps at point guard?
That's not his position of the future for your team, so why you want him to get those reps? It's like, would you want Bam getting reps at the 2? No, because that's not what he's doing. And I'm not being sarcastic. Like, that's not – Nico playing point guard for your team is never going to be his position when/if ever your team is good again. So why waste time? He's not a point guard in the NBA. He's a 4. Like, it don't you can use him as a 4. You know, he can initiate offense sometimes, but he's not a consistent point guard in the NBA at all. Whether he has accepted it or whether the Heat have accepted it, that's not my business. That's just the fact of the matter. So it's a waste of time. But I do disagree with Stone. I think you have 2 point guards on the roster. You just can't make it work with the current build of your team because that's just not how things go. But I think you have multiple point guards on your roster.
If you counting Terry Rozier and Davion Mitchell as point guards?
Yes, I am.
Okay, they are.
I push back against Davion Mitchell.
He's a point guard. He
If
has
you
no
say
choice.
so. He guards the point.
He's
I
not a
wouldn't call him
two?
a point guard.
He's not a two.
But like, what does he do for playmaking? Like when I think of a point guard, that's number one. You
He
got to
throw
be
the
able
ball
to
to Bam.
facilitate.
Yeah, he thought that bitch the bad week. He thought
1 assist tonight, 2 turnovers.
no, I get it. Like I'm not saying that he's a good facilitator of offense as a point guard, which is what I think you're talking about. You're talking about a facilitator of offense.
Someone to organize the offense, because otherwise
Miami
it's
needs
just
a
Tyler Hero
lead
ball.
guard. Miami
You
needs
had one of those.
You did, and
He's
people
in
hate
Philly
it.
now.
But yes, I get that. Like Kyle Lowry, there were things Kyle Lowry did that I did not appreciate. In the same breath, though, like Kyle Lowry was limited in how much he could play make and how much he could facilitate due to not being an explosive guard. That is really what they need, especially in the starting unit. Kyle Lowry would have been cool off the bench, but he didn't want to do that. Like they need someone that can get to the rim and help.
Is he?
Not at all.
How is Terry a point? That's the position that he plays.
Is Charlotte? It looked different in Charlotte than it does here, and like that speaks to Moo's point about like how the team operates.
Like I also want to I know I've seen a couple people shitting on Terry Rozier. Like Terry Rozier played 16 minutes tonight.
Yeah, he was fine.
Bro,
he didn't hurt the team.
There's no way for them to take Terry Rozier out of this rotation.
The other option was Pele Larson. Like, would he have done better than 2 for 4 with 5 points?
No,
that's his best night in this NBA.
I think
who didn't play tonight?
Jaime Jaquez,
Jimmy Butler, Mexican Jimmy Butler.
He has not played in a couple of games, and these are he's not out. These are DNP's coaching decisions. What you make of that, New?
He's not good.
I agree.
He peaked in the first half of his rookie season. He didn't improve at all over the summer. And I don't like when guys aren't shooters, I don't typically expect them to become better shooters because I just don't think that's like how sports works. Like if it was so easy for everybody to get a jump shot, more people would thrive in the NBA. You know what I mean? Like Thabo Stephalosha couldn't get a jump shot to save his life. Or Andre Robertson, who probably was worse, but like he's just not good. And it seems like Stone said in the playback, it seems no matter what we want, Spo is determined to quote unquote compete. And he is determined that Jaime does not give them a good chance at that. And that's crazy to me. But like, what are we gonna do? I can't put him on the court.
Yeah, I don't think we do anything. I just kind of like I'm personally happy that I don't have to watch Jaime Jaquez play basketball. But also now I'm looking at this as kind of like I'm looking at major assets and major draft capital and shit that Miami has spent on people that is just rotting away on the bench. Like that's a first round pick from last season. Like Terry Rozier played 16 minutes a night. That's another first round pick out the door. That to me is kind of like the most alarming thing about this, bro, is that Spo went 10 players deep this evening and did not get to Jaime Jaquez at all. And I think you're right. No, he sucks as a basketball player, but what does that do for Miami in terms of like invest? Like, how does it benefit them not to play Jaime Jaquez, Stone? Like, I think at the beginning of the season you played him because you thought he'd be good. Then you were playing him to try and get some trade value because I think they tried to move him at the deadline. You don't move him now. You take him out of the rotation. What is the plan there, bro?
Like, if I like had access to the Heat front office and they were just like very low key, like, hey, we are worried about Jaime tanking his trade value and that's why he's not going to play these minutes. Like, I could maybe buy into that, but like, if that's the concern, who's going to want Jaime Jaquez? Like, I don't think he's shown enough to make him like a desirable asset. He's not going to be a needle mover in a deal. He's just filler. So, like, at this point, you'd be way better off giving him those Kyle Anderson minutes. Like, it's going to be bad, but this team is bad. Your best players, not your best player. I'm sorry. Please forgive me for saying that. Your all-star at the all-star game said that you are not a contender. So if you are not contending, why not let the young guys go out there and play and try to develop them, especially in games against the 17-38 Toronto Raptors, primetime game, TNT, at home, and you really want one for the fans or whatever, and you're not going to play them in that game, cool. But in these type of games, I don't really understand the justification. Why did we need this one this badly against Toronto tonight, where Jaime Jaquez couldn't see a single minute on the court?
Because entering this game, we were 3 games under 500. And to you and News Point, Spo is trying to win fucking games.
It's terrible, though. Why are they going to keep doing this to themselves? They've been through this now for a decade. You would think they would learn the lesson that we have learned. That look at Detroit. Detroit went and they lost for a bunch of years, and now they got a pretty nice team. It's better than the Heat's team, that is for certain. You look at if you just go through the draft class before Jaime Jaquez's draft class, there are players that are 3 years younger than him today that are way better than him. Keontae George is one I can name off the top of my head. Jaime Jaquez turned 24 over the All-Star break. That is concerning. You used the first round draft pick on quote unquote proven talent, competitor. He played in the Final Four. All those narratives. And yet in the NBA, he has one move. It is on everybody's scouting report, and it does not do shit. So it's I don't know. At the same time, though, you used a first round draft pick on him. You need to be playing him. He's 24 years old. He's not 19 years old. He's not learning. It is what it is at this point. At least try and coach him up kind of through whatever he is. I've seen you do this with Max Strus. You can do something with Jaime Jaquez.
They don't believe in that though, Stone. I'm not even joking.
I know.
We're talking about a team that was gave up on Michael Beasley. And obviously you give up on Michael Beasley to get LeBron James and Chris Bosh. That's not what I'm saying. But when he was here, he was constantly in the doghouse. And it wasn't like that team was competing for anything. You just back, you hear me?
Yeah.
They don't believe in coaching guys up Justice Winslow, KZ Okpala. That team wasn't competing for nothing. They've taken guys over and over again who we knew were going to be projects. Who when they were drafted, the narrative was yeah, he needs X, Y, and Z, but if it's any place he can get that is Miami, and then Miami refuses to give it to him. Even Nikola Jovic to an extent. The only reason he's playing right now is because Jimmy's gone. They didn't want to they started him. What is this, year 3 or 4?
This year 3.
They haven't been wanting to play this dude. That's not what they believe in. So it shouldn't be a surprise. And I'm not saying you're surprised, but it just is what it is, man.
They saying nobody wants to see Jaime Jaquez hoops. I get that, but if we're going to praise this front office for their foresight, and we're going to say that drafting is kind of their best talent or skill that they have right now, or Miami's great at developing young talent, then what the fuck are they doing with Jaime Jaquez?
They gave Max Strus run. They gave Josh Richardson run. They gave Gabe Vincent run. They take all these undrafted free agents that they don't have any investment in, and they give them tons of run, and they build them up. But now you have a player that you put a first-round draft pick in, and it's whoa, he's not going to help us win. He's going to just sit.
Well, technically, they've always had him for 2-3 years before they let them get on the court. And they didn't have that luxury with him because they drafted him to be a win-now, plug-and-play player. And, I feel like the whole thing about Jaime is the shooting, bro. If he could shoot, then he'd get minutes. But he can't shoot. And to y'all point, they figured out that kind of drive, spin, middle move, and they're sitting on it. And so now that he can't get that shit off, he's useless on the court. He's not a playmaker. He's not really a plus defender. He's not a bad negative defender, but he's not a plus defender. And now you have Andrew Wiggins.
And Kyle Anderson.
Who you can play in the five.
You're playing Nikola Jovic.
Yeah.
And Bam is now your 4 because Khalil Ware is your starting 5.
the minutes they have gone away. Like they finding a way to play Nikola Jovic, like they shoehorning Nico into the rotation, but they have to because they got Kalel starting next to Bam, and so you need bigs off the bench because the only other big you got off the bench is fucking Kevin Love, and he's not here for personal reasons. I think that nigga has been suspended.
I'm with you. They telling that boy just, hey,
Go
stay
home.
away from us, because he makes the small enough amount of money where they'll be okay with him not being there. Like, but did Hayward Highsmith play tonight, or is he hurt?
Nope. I knew Hayward Highsmith was cooked.
I knew when Andrew Wiggins came to town, like Haywood Highsmith was done.
But again, though, like that, that goes to show you, bro. Like Miami, I don't think Miami understood going into this season, like the conundrum that they were in terms of like wings, and they're figuring that out during the season. Like they have too many wing players, and none of them are good, except for Andrew Wiggins. Like
they're all the worst version of each other.
They're all just worse variations of Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, like Jaime is the Mexican worst version of Jimmy Butler. Like
Andrew Wiggins is the number 1 overall pick that didn't live up to his potential version of Jimmy Butler.
Brother, NBA champion.
He did not live up to his potential. Niggas put him and LeBron in the same sentence.
They both NBA champions, so they belong in the same sentence. Thank you very much.
Bouncy Jimmy Butler with no ability to get to the line.
Yeah, bro. Stone, you ain't even got to go with it this time. Yeah, she can go by her fucking self. Like she not gonna. We're not doing this.
That ring talk, I just like.
When it comes to Andrew Wiggins, I don't want to hear it. But yeah, but like I think
Gordillo said Wiggins is Tobias Harris and Jimmy Butler.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you got Kyle Anderson. Like Kyle Anderson is, he's not good either. Like I don't understand the Kyle Anderson thing. Why are you playing him well? Probably because you ain't got no other bigs to play. But this is the conundrum, bro. They don't have enough sufficient players for multiple positions, and yet people are talking about. I don't know if people talking about it no more. Like I think now that Tyler Herro said they're not a contender, more of the fan base is willing to just hinge on every word that he says and say that they're not a contender.
But when you said it,
I was everything but a child of God, bro. I'm a racist. All right, that's the best one. I'm a racist. Talk to a white man every day that we on here talking about basketball, but I'm the racist. You got it. Y'all got it. Nah. I ain't gonna ask y'all where this team go from here because y'all don't fucking know. Listen, we just getting back into the swing of things because this is the first game back since they broke a 4-game losing streak. That's
in
cool.
Overtime.
Another one incoming.
Tyler here saying they're not contenders. It's the first time he's ever been wrong about anything. All right, we play the Bucks on Sunday.
Yeah,
at 6:00 in Milwaukee. I'm not gonna pick them to win this game. I'm sorry. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to tell y'all they finna blow them out. I don't, because it's not fun. It is a lie. This will be a close game for some fucking reason. I don't know why it's gonna be a close game, but it will be. Stone, the boy feeling good?
No, I hate basketball. I really do. Like my love for the NBA has gone. All-Star Weekend definitely played a part in that. Tyler Herro 3-point contest winner definitely played a part in that. The Mac McClung dunk contest winner definitely played a part in that. Like my love for the game was going, and then for this to be the first basketball game of my favorite team to watch this season, and it's one team throwing dung at the other team and the other team throwing dung right back at them. I fucking hate basketball. And I really am I'm out of words about it. I will hate the Miami Heat forever for bringing me to this point because they used to make me love basketball.
I ain't gonna hold you, Miguel. I was just about to say it. The biggest disappointment for me in the All-Star game, Buddy Hield. I thought meaningless three-point shooting was where he shined the brightest. And for him to allow Tyler Herro. Ah! But also, Roddy, you right. Give me just 1 second. New, the girl feeling good?
No.
You wrong. Because the Heat about to blow that shit out. Fuck is you talking about? Bam! Giannis would never trade for him. It's like, I lied. But he's scoring 50. Tyler! Not 2 games in a row, bucko. 13! Khalil Ware, revenge game. Bug-eyed Bobby ain't there to save you hoes now. 40! Championship wigs. Nasty man with the $20 dono before I get up out of here. I will the Heat. Oh, you gonna laugh at me? I will the Heat about to blow that shit out. Fuck is you talking about, Tyler? 40 shots, 2 makes, bam, 9 threes, 1 make. Champ Wiggs, number 2 in the finals defense, 17 points. Davion, elite defense, no threes. Spo's divorce court. Spo's divorce really is taking its toll on my boy, and it needs to be studied. Spo has no more aura left, guys.
She left with half of everything. The aura, the playbook, rotations. She took it all.
Spo's aura is fucking gone. I don't even feel his impact on the games anymore. It used to be a couple of times where I'd be like, Spo did that. Now, I'm gonna ask y'all this before we get out here. When was the last time Spo did something where you was like, damn, I'm glad I got the best coach in the league on my team?
Wow. Anything?
Whatever you can think of.
I feel like last season he might have had a play out of bounds to get like a game winner for somebody. Like early last season, maybe.
That was this season.
Oh yeah, the Jovic play.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. See, it's all
It's all coming back to me.
Jovic against Minnesota. That's probably the last time. And even that is just like, okay, but like it's been a very long time.
Stone, when was the last time Spo did something that moves you?
Man, that actually like moved me. Like I can't point to anything specific. And like we almost blew the series, but I felt like in those first 3 games against Boston, like Spo had their number in the year that we were the 8th seed and we went to the finals and lost to Denver. But like the last thing I could definitely point to Spo and be like, wow, that moved me. Like he won us something was when they built the wall against Giannis. But for real, that's like for me how far back I gotta go for something that really moved me. Like, yeah, he's done stuff where it's been like cool. Like he's a very good coach. He outcoached that coach. He had that coach in a padded cell. But as far as like Spo moving me, it would be the wall against Giannis.
I think for me, the last time like I was like, damn, Spo cooking, like, and it felt like revolutionary. It's like the first time the nigga start playing the zone, like the very first time that we pulled out a 2-3 zone in the NBA. It felt desperate, but it also felt ingenious. It felt like the only way that he could maximize the defensive presence of everybody that he had on the court.
Was that the Gabe Vincent, Max Strus team?
Yeah, and it was I think it was against Philadelphia. Yeah. Like where they started playing the 2-3 zone. And I was like, that was the last time where I felt like Spo pulled something that maybe like simple, but it just felt like genius at the time. But like I'm with most people, bro. It feels like that man has lost his fastball. And I don't know if I'm going to continue. Like, I'm not a Spo hater or nothing like that. So I don't know if I want to pin this on kind of like him losing it or him accepting the fact that he doesn't have the roster to perform the way that he wants to. But that's also his fault. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of things that I can blame Spo for. and I don't want to give him like too much credit, but yeah, it feels like it's been a while since I felt like I had the best coach in basketball. And I don't like that because that was something that I always felt like I could rely on. Nasty Man again, excuse me, with the $2 dono. He said, Spo moved me when he played Champ Wiggs at the 3. Thank you guys in the comments, as always, for joining the show, making it much more fun than it would have been without you, except for Nasty Man. Thank you to Stone and Sometimes New when she's not talking about Andrew Wiggins, too. We will see. By we, I mean me and hopefully somebody else. We'll see y'all at the next game. As I scroll to, I found it already. Excuse me. Y'all have a good night. Play the video, me.